Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. In this video, I've got some great emulation news for you. We're talking about PS2 on Android, the MiSTer, as well as Nintendo Switch on Android. Let's get started. Alright, we'll kick things off here talking about PS2 emulation on Android with AetherSX2. AetherSX2 just got a brand new update. At the time of filming, it's not yet available on the Play Store, but chances are it'll make its way there sooner or later. If you're watching this video and you want an early peek at it, you can pick up the APK directly from AetherSX2's website. In fact, the AetherSX2 website also got an overhaul. If you visit the website, just click on download here, scroll down to where it says beta, and then click on that. The new version is version 1866. Now, all of the details about this update are available right on AetherSX2's Patreon page. I'll leave a link in the description below. We're going over things at a high level here, so I do recommend checking this out. The brand new version of AetherSX2 version 1866 has some bug fixes as well as some performance improvements. Performance improvements which a lot of people will be excited about. The developer Talrith is quick to note here that these performance improvements are not covering every single game in the PS2 library, just a certain subset. On top of that, these are GPU focused improvements, so if you are having a CPU bottleneck, if your CPU is maxed out trying to run AetherSX2, you probably won't notice any improvement. So here is a quick graph to show the performance improvements of this new version, and holy smokes is this new version fast. The blue here is the previous version, Alpha 1660, and the red bars are the new version, Alpha 1863. It's measured in frames a second, 60 frames a second is standard, and this is on a Poco F3 with a Snapdragon 870. We can see here that this brand new version is running at, well, 141 frames a second with Devil May Cry. Previously it was at 45. So yeah, this is a pretty major improvement. Now, for those that are unaware, AetherSX2 does share some DNA with PCSX2, so if PCSX2 gets an improvement, AetherSX2 might follow, and vice versa. And in this latest version here, AetherSX2 has been synced with PCSX2 to pull some improvements in. AetherSX2 is also now using ZSTD for save states, which means previous save states are still compatible with this new version, but if you're trying to go backwards, then the save states won't be, so just be careful there. Now, if you're having issues with motion blur in certain games, AetherSX2 now ships with a community-sourced no interlacing patch database. This can be automatically enabled and it should fix your issues. If you're running into issues with it, you can just disable the option if you want. Visually here, the user interface for game settings has been revamped, so it should be a lot clearer as to whether or not you have something enabled or disabled. As for fixes in this update, the first one here is big. Replacement textures have been fixed. So if you like to use replacement textures, you should be able to use custom texture packs on mobile just like desktop. AetherSX2 used to have this weird bug where sometimes games weren't loaded correctly, which meant that required fixes and patches weren't loaded and save states didn't work. That has now been fixed. AetherSX2 keeps getting better and better, and I am loving these improvements. If you don't see the update just yet on the Google Play Store, be patient and it should be available soon. Moving on now, and we're talking about the MiSTer FPGA. There's an update that's going to get a lot of people excited. It is official. The PlayStation Core is ready for prime time and has been released, so go on ahead and pick it up. Now, if you don't have a MiSTer but you want to see the core in action, or if you have a MiSTer but want to see the core in action anyway, I'll leave a link to Video Game Esoterica's YouTube page in the description below. Feel free to check it out. They have a ton of videos on it. Last up in the news, we're talking about Skyline. Now, I don't really have anything earth-shattering today, but a lot of people continue to ask about this emulator. So here's what is kinda new. Commandos 2 is in-game. WWE is booting. It's not playable, but it's booting. The Messenger is up and running. Broforce is now in-game. We have Pokemon here up and running at a healthy 15 frames a second. Undertale is booting. And a short hike is looking really, really good. But anyways, that is all I've got for you in this one. Straight to the point. All stuff and no fluff. Let me know your thoughts about anything we talked about today in the comments below, whether it's AetherSX2 Skyline or even the MiSTer. Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos, don't tempt fate, save your state.